Sha la 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 la. Bye. Hello everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Hansi Big Dico Flick promises more transfers for Bayern Munich. Hansi wants more reinforcements. What Flick pretty much said was that, hey, we're gonna lose some quality players. I mean, he's talking about Coutinho, Perisic, or Odriozola. We all know he's talking about them. Could be Thiago, but he mainly said we're going to lose some quality players. And we're going to need more. Bayern are going to need more. We know this. Bayern will sign a right back. We'll probably sign an attacking midfielder. We'll probably sign a winger. And we might even sign a defensive midfielder. We might go up to 4 signings because I just re-looked at the schedule, right? I kept looking at the Bundesliga schedule. And then I rechecked. We have a Champions League to be in. We have the Club World Cup that we're going to be in December. We're not going to really have a break here. I mean, no, there is no break, is there? So we're going to have a lot of competitions. The DFB Pokal is going to be squeezed in there. We're going to play the Pokal in 11 days. Actually, no, on the 11th of September. Not 11 days. But we have a lot of games. We have a Super Cup, September 24th. It's a lot. It's a lot for Bayern. It's a lot of traveling. It's a lot of requirements. The players are going to need to be fit. And we aren't going to be working with 11 players. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge just said yesterday in a very good press conference that Bayern Munich are going to need 17 to 18 players. Robert Ballondowski pretty much went up to Rummenigge after the final and said that the reason we won the Champions League was because we had the best bench. True. I mean, we had Coman coming off our bench. We had Perisic, Coutinho coming off our bench. We had a very good bench in that Champions League campaign. Tolisso came on against Chelsea, scored a goal. I think the bench has to be very important. And the way you improve your bench is by making sure that you have players that are almost at the same level of experience and also just quality overall as the first team. Because I don't think we can really improve that first team more, especially with Leroy Sané coming in. That was really the point where we had to improve. But the bench has to be better. We won that trophy because of the bench. We had Coutinho coming on. That bench pretty much was the reason we won it. Coman was a bench player before he started in the final. Perisic was starting. We need a good bench, and I really like what Robert Lewandowski said to Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, and that's that we need a better bench. And that's good, because that's how you win the best trophy, the Champions League. Real Madrid always have a good bench, and that's not a coincidence because they actually win a lot of Champions League trophies. So I'm happy that we're starting to realize that we do need a better bench. I really understand that. I think a lot of fans want a better bench, which means we're going to need to spend some money. Now, we're losing Thiago. Some people are saying, well, Tolisso comes in. That's not how replacement works. If Thiago leaves, we need a player that plays like Thiago, either in the squad to become like Thiago immediately, or we need a player that's already at that level that we can fit into our team, and that improves the bench. That's how it works. You can't lose a quality player and bring someone just average in. You know, of course, Tolisso can have a good future at Bayern. He can. But will he? Based on the current evidence, no. And a Champions League goal against Chelsea doesn't change that for me. I think we need to stop getting over this romanticism thing where if a player scores an important goal, all of a sudden they had an amazing season. Coman didn't have a great season. Tolisso didn't have a great season. There's a reason why at some point Tolisso was going to leave Bayern. There's a reason why that is. And we have to analyze why that reason is and how we got here, okay? Tolisso, right, I want him to stay and succeed here. But on the current evidence, no, he won't. He'll get injured again or something. And I'm not saying I want him to or not succeed. I'm just seeing it from a very logical point of view. You can't expect these players that didn't perform to all of a sudden just... It's different. So, look, I hope that they can just succeed, but we need a better season from all our players. I need Coman to have his best season ever next season, because people are trying to convince me that just because Coman scored in the Champions League final, it means, one, he's a good player and all the criticism that he has gotten is unwarranted. No, if you criticize Coman, Tolisso, or anyone else, not Tolisso specifically, because we'll give him he got a little bit of injuries, but when he did play, he had his things where you were like, Tolisso, I wish he did better. But if you criticize any player at any certain point, you were warranted to at that point. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm sorry, Kingsley, you scored an important goal. Mario Götze scored in the World Cup final. Does that make him the greatest German player to ever exist in the German national team? No, it means he scored an important goal. I'm glad Coman scored an important goal, but I want him to have a better next season. There's a reason why we bought Leroy Sané. If Coman was just absolutely perfect and never... no, don't piss me off. But seriously, that's why we need reinforcements. We need players to push other players. I'm happy that we do have the youngsters, the Jamal Musialas, those kids coming through. I'm really happy with that. But that's not going to cut it. I don't think that's enough. You saw what PSG, tried to do to us. That's the level we want to continuously be at, winning the Champions League, man. Yeesh. This excitement won't go away, man. I'm going to keep mentioning it every single... We won the Champions League. We won the Champions League. So, you saw PSG's team. They caused us some real... Not issues. They didn't cause us anything. We were so good because we had such a good bench. But you saw that, that's, now you see the level. In Neymar, Mbappe, you see that level that we had to, Sané's coming in. That's the level we want to keep being at. I think, Bayern's motto is success. This is why this club is so reminiscent of how I view life. It's weird. I feel like I connect with Bayern from the way I think is how Bayern think. I don't want to stop. Success is very, very much subjective to the person. There is no shortage of success. I actually have it written there. Success is my duty, responsibility, obligation. It is necessary and required. And guess what? I wrote there as well. There is no shortage of success. I wrote that on there. Bayern Munich, there's no shortage of success. There's no right amount. We don't stop anywhere. The Mia San Mia mentality is to never stop. We say Pakmas, let's get it, because we don't want to stop there. And I think that's the mentality. So, Bayern do have the ambition to keep winning the Champions League. I bet you each season at the beginning they say get to the Champions League final and win it. That's what they say. They make sure the players have the mentality. You know what Dortmund probably get their players to say? Get second and we're happy. We have the mentality there, and I'm happy that that's the mentality at Bayern Munich. There is no shortage of success. That's how I am, and I'm not going to stop. And, don't people making, themselves feel bad because you want Bayern to keep winning. I want Bayern to win every single trophy we can. We're not handouts. We're not a charity. Go join the Red Army, because then that's a charity. But we're not St. Judy's Research Center for Cancer. We're not a charity. We don't take charitable goods. We have to work for it. And if you want to win the Bundesliga and you're a Borussia Dortmund and you're an RB Leipzig, you can't afford to drop points when Bayern didn't drop points. You have to win the games you're supposed to win. We were 7th when Hansi Flick took over, or 4th. What time did Flick take? Well, we weren't first, that's for damn sure. But when Flick took over, we were a team that was still in transition. I said it. I made a video a year ago or 2 years ago. And I said, you know what, Dortmund, you won the Bundesliga, congratulations. And they didn't, because at the time, I didn't think we were going to do it. Kovac had me feeling weird. I didn't have any belief in the actual team. I didn't think the players were going to pull through. But it wasn't really because the players pulled through. It was because Dortmund bottled points. And I think that's it. They're going to give us a hard time, but we need to give them a harder time. That's the Mia San Mia mentality. You can't stop. We don't stop here. We don't stop with a treble. We want to win the Super Cup, the FIFA World Cup, the DFL Super Cup. We want to win every single trophy because that's just it. That's just it. If someone wants to win a trophy against us, they have to work hard. So that's with us spending the money and being there financially. That's just so important. Because, it's really, really important for us to continue to strengthen. We won the Champions League, but we're losing 3 players that were very important coming off the bench. Odriozola, he got an assist against Chelsea. These cameos coming out from our bench. We need a better bench, which means we need a player similar to Coutinho's level. We need a player similar to Perisic's level, or even better. If Perisic stays, I don't mind that, but apparently Inter Milan are demanding a lot of money. I'd love Perisic to stay because he adds that bull crapness attitude on the pitch. I love it. He just runs everywhere. He wants to tackle, to press. He's just amazing. when it just comes to that aspect of his game. He's not going to dribble past 4 players and nutmeg Sadio Mane. I don't know, but he's not going to do that. But he will just add that extra BS mentality, and I love it. I love that aspect of him. But yeah, we do need a better bench. So Perisic stays. It looks like Inter Milan, apparently Antonio Conte changed his mind about Perisic. He wants to keep Perisic, which means it's going to be harder. Does anyone know? I saw a pot thing with the Champions League. So how do they pick these teams? I don't ever remember how draws work. I never remember. So how did they pick which teams go against? So they put a bunch of teams. You win the league, do you get in a different pot? I don't know. Bayern made a record-breaking 117 million from Champions League. Bayern should buy players with that money. No, I don't think we should buy players for 100 million. I don't know. That's it. With Bayern Munich, we just have to continue to be better and stronger, right? We have to continue to do what we need to do, right? I mean, look, we don't want to have that thing where, we want, that if you watch the Premier League, the only reason there's, Arsenal come win it every few, it's because the team that won it just slowed down. They just decided to stop. The thing with Bayern is we want to win every year. It's in our DNA. We're relentless, And I always laugh when we press so much, because it's like, oh, we're winning 4-0, guys. Why do you need to press more? You can relax. But it's the relentless attitude. Oliver Kahn, the great legends of this club, have all shared a common mentality. They never gave in to anything. Kahn said it himself, at Bayern Munich, you can never afford to be comfortable. We can never afford to be comfortable. You know what happens when we're comfortable? We go, we need another Unai Hoeneß moment to save us from bankruptcy. We need another one of those. That's what happens when we are too comfortable. We can never afford to be comfortable. Comfort is something that what middle class people do? They get comfortable in their lives. I'm saying it. My family's middle class, but they get comfortable. We get comfortable in our lives. We start being at a situation where we're like, I have enough money for a car. My kids are well fed, so I'm just gonna stay here. Okay, what happens if you lose your job because you're too comfortable? You need different things, and I think that's what Bayern Munich should do. And that's why we're here, because we've been doing it. We never get complacent. Complacency is stupid. You have to keep strengthening. That's why we're here. Someone was trying to convince me. Oh my God, this was the funniest thing I have ever heard. Yeah, Goretzka said it was fun being and beating Messi. That's what I like. That's why I love Leo Goretzka. They asked Niklas Süle, will Bayern win the Champions League? Ja? Yes, yes, Niklas, that's why you're my son. Because of your mentality. This guy doesn't stop. But yeah, Nottingham Forest has 2 UCLs and no one knows exactly where are they now. They got complacent. Complacency exists. And that's it. Borussia Dortmund, they got complacent. From 2010, they were up, they were flying, got to a final. Guess what? They decided, hey, we don't want to be more ambitious. We think we're fine here. Bayern Munich were like, nah. You know what? Dortmund, dang it. You won it. You won the league. Congratulations. We're buying Neuer. We're buying Boateng. We're buying players to strengthen. We're buying Javi Martinez 2012. We're buying more players to strengthen. Bayern strengthened while Dortmund sat there in complacency. That's what happens. The best clubs in the world are never complacent. People always complain when Real Madrid win the Champions League because they just get so jealous of the fact that when Madrid win a Champions League, they sell someone. They were like, Navas, Navas too, and Casillas. You've been great servants. You helped get out. That's what you have to be like. Not saying we should start. So I'm just saying they never get complacent, and the same with us. Bayern will always be a force. They steal all the German talent. Yeah, I wonder how many German talents we've stolen. Kimmich, who the hell was Kimmich when we bought Kimmich? No one knew him. I mean, I remember a tweet. People were just like, who's that other guy? And that was Kimmich 5 years ago. No one knew who Kimmich was. Gnabry, who the hell knew who Gnabry was? Who knew? Thomas Müller, academy product. Manuel Neuer, we bought him for 31 million at the time, which would have been the equivalent of 90 million in today's money. So Sane, we bought him from Man City. I don't know who we steal because we don't steal anyone. I think we buy them. Kimmich. We didn't know much about Kimmich apart from the fact that he played for Leipzig and brought him through the divisions. So German kids become talented at Bayern. Exactly. The best thing about Bayern's way and business model is that we find players that we want to be in our system. We mold them into themselves. And then when the ex-legends, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Philipp Lahm retire, we then bring them up. That's the best thing. That's what people would get jealous over. And then they see our team sheet. They're like, this guy only cost 2 million. How? He's so good. That's because they had the likes of Bastian Schweinsteiger, Philipp Lahm to learn from. And Kimmich's generation, Goretzka, Kimmich, Leroy Sané, Serge Gnabry, they all know each other. They've been friends for a long time. But you know what's going to happen? When they're like 30, we're going to have new kids like Jamal Musiala in the next 5 years. They're going to be learning from Kimmich, Goretzka. That's the system. And then their generation with Jamal Musialas and these kids will graduate from the academy. When they're 30, they'll have a new generation. That's how you build a club culture. So when people see Bayern, they're like, they have so many German talents. Then they're like, they stole all of them. No, we buy players that at the time we bought them, no one knew them. And then we mold them into what they are now. Will Gareth Bale be a low... Gareth Bale and Perisic would be on the same level of so Bale would just cost more money. Goretzka's the only one we stole. No, we didn't steal Goretzka. Goretzka won it. All right. If you were a very ugly guy, let's say you were absolutely ugly, like no girl wanted you, right? Not saying Goretzka was a bad player, but I'm just saying in your situation you were an ugly guy. And the only girl you got with was the ugliest girl in school or your work, whatever. That's it. And then this beautiful girl comes. You're an ugly guy. You didn't change your looks overnight or get more money. This attractive girl wants you. Are you not going to get up and walk to that attractive girl? Tell me who wouldn't. That's what happens. That's it. If you're this Goretzka, Schalke. Is Schalke some attractive club? No. Schalke weren't winning trophies. They weren't ambitious. So Goretzka's like, hey, why would I want to stay here? I get when Schalke fans are all angry, like Goretzka left them. Like if Goretzka left Schalke and went to like Wolfsburg, I get it. It's stupid, But he's leaving Schalke to go to the biggest club, one of the best teams and most prestigious clubs in the world. He's not leaving Schalke to go to Crystal Palace. If he goes to Crystal Palace from Schalke, then I get it. But he's going to Bayern, so we didn't steal Goretzka. He wanted to come to us. That's the difference. And you can't help the fact that, Goretzka was pursued by Barcelona. He was pursued by Liverpool. He was pursued by all these clubs. But he chose Bayern because it's the prestigious club. Why would you want to go to any other... Bayern's the most attractive girl and then you're with Schalke. The most ugly. Yeah, come on, man. People are too much into this, man. Bayern steal players. No, we just, that's the thing. When we bought Kimmich, you know what, Kimmich will never leave Bayern. I just feel like he won't. You know why? Because he feels a certain alinity to Bayern. We gave him an opportunity. We bought him when no other big club wanted to. So he always has this owing. Same with Davies. I don't think Davies will be leaving Bayern anytime soon. He will never leave Bayern. Maybe when he's 35, right? You know why? Because he'll always feel like, this is the club that gave me the chance when all these other clubs snubbed me. And that's what it is. Bayern is just so good. I love that. I love the hate. Goretzka's the new Bastian Schweinsteiger. I don't think Goretzka and Schweinsteiger are that similar. Bastian was more of a deep-lying playmaker. He liked to get the ball from deep, move it forward, tempo control. Goretzka's more of a box-to-box, annoying midfielder. Goretzka's probably just... I don't know if people understand just how good Leon Goretzka is. Not because he's my son and him and Niklas Süle. I'll explain that soon, but... the thing with Goretzka is he makes the runs that no one wants to. Does Kimmich want to make third-man runs into the box? No. Does Thiago? No. Not many midfielders in the world would sacrifice their ball and their ability to carry the... because Goretzka's not... He's actually really good on the ball. I'm seeing this guy do flicks around the corner. He can actually play. He has the ability to. But he chooses to run into the box and be in awkward positions. And that's what Leon Goretzka does. Goretzka is more of a modern Javi Martinez. I think that's true. Javi Martinez, people forget. This guy made some surging runs. He would run into the box sometimes. He'd even, because Bastian Schweinsteiger would be the guy controlling, dropping between the center backs, and Javi would even be higher up the pitch, and that's it. Goretzka's all over the pitch. He's a machine. Yeah, there we go. If you can praise Leon Goretzka, you can get my love. And Niklas Süle. It's Niklas Süle season next year. Yeah, so just transfers. I think it's very important. We all know what we need, right? What is Hernandez doing? Well, Lucas Hernandez would... Hey, Google. What time is it in Munich, Germany?
The time in Munich, Germany is 6:52 p.m.
Right, I'm assuming Lucas Hernandez at 6:52 p.m. in Germany right now would be recovering from his training session, and he would be trying to... Yeah, that's what I meant. So, the scores next season is going to be off the change with Sané on the team. That's a big point. Leroy Sané will be definitely very important, right? I think I want to see Leroy Sané. I think, there's people saying he should play in the Super Cup, and no, he shouldn't. I think Hansi wouldn't, because Leroy Sané didn't participate in our Champions League campaign. How is he going to win the Super Cup with us? That's very, you have to be psychological. Players shouldn't be playing in competitions they didn't help in. He didn't help us get to the Super Cup final, because you get to the Super Cup by winning the Champions League. By the way, I want to win the Super Cup. I really do. I really want to win the Super Cup. So we have to beat Sevilla on the 24th. I just want to win every trophy. I want to win the Club World Cup, and I want to have that picture. That picture with, so it's I and Robin. I think Ribéry was there when they retired. They were just sitting with the treble season, of course. So they sat with all the trophies that they won in that season. I want to see that exact same picture with Hansi Flick, with Niklas. So I want all the trophies, the European. That's really what I want. I want to be. What's the Super Cup? So Champions League is Kings of Europe. What's the Super Cup? Is it the Queens, the Princes of Europe? I don't know. But yeah, I do want to win that. Yeah. Robin, Ribéry, Müller, Neuer, and Basti. Anyone? Let me tell you guys an interesting fact that I just researched. Robin and Ribéry cost about $60 million US. So maybe 65 million. Robin and Ribéry. Robin was 33, Ribéry was 27 million. That's a lot of money, right? Well, Leroy Sané costs about $50 million US, and Serge Gnabry about 10. So you think they cost? Oh, that's crazy. Just something I wanted to say. Wait, so Liverpool, Atleti, Real, and Sevilla are all in the Club World Cup? No. So how do you... I don't get how the Club World Cup works. Oh, no. You win the Champions League, and then you play against... you play a semi-final versus... who qualifies for it? No, the Europa League winners don't do it. You play the Copa Libertadores winners in the... Well, they have to play another team, and you have to play another team. Who do you play in the semifinals of the Club World Cup? So I don't know. That's how it should work. Right back is position we need depth, right? Man, I love Kimmich to stay. Kimmich, I don't want to talk about it, right? I don't want to say I was right, you were wrong, because it just shows you just why I love Kimmich so much. He's not my son because he moved to right back, but he moved to midfield. I mean, when he moved to midfield, he became my son-in-law or something. He became get back in your position. Well, yeah, Kimmich, you see, 5 goal contributions in 4 matches. He's broken. This kid is so broken. Assist in the final. Oh my goodness. And people were trying to convince me Kimmich would be a liability at right back when he's our best right back on that pitch. He's literally impossible to... His defending is absolutely like perfection. Oh my goodness. Kimmich is good everywhere he wants to be. He could probably play as a striker. It's just intelligence. And the same thing Philipp Lahm had. I don't think Lahm was ever really that type of a CDM like Kimmich is. I think Philipp Lahm, best right back of all time. A certain manager decided, you're intelligent, play midfield. Lahm would have just been one of the best right back. He was. I think with Philipp, if Lahm played against Cristiano Ronaldo, I think he would have done so much better than Rafinha did in 2014. If Javi started as CDM and then that next to Toni Kroos and Bastian Schweinsteiger, man, Pep, why did you do that, man? Why did you not start Javi? I know he wasn't like fully fit, but he was on the bench, so he could have started. So I don't know. I really like Philipp Lahm. And how do we get on Lahm? How do we go from transfers to Philipp Lahm? Philipp Bright Lahm. I mean, there's a reason he's on. Man, I'm obsessed with like these intelligent players. I'm obsessed. It's becoming a disease because Philipp Lahm. Oh man, I miss Philipp Lahm. But why did he retire so early? I mean, he was only 33 at the time, so he's a right back. He was a midfielder too, so why not just stay 2 more years? Well, he would have been a captain. Yeah, so I don't think it would have made any more sense. I don't know. By the way, look, what do we do with Neubau now? I think with Neuer in this impossible to break form, what do we do with Neubau? There's a lot of interesting things, and I think we all forgot. I just remembered. We have Tanguy Kalsi. I think you'll forget until they start playing. Well, yeah, we do. We have Tanguy Kalsi. We have Alexander Neubau and Leroy Sané. Those are our 3 signings so far. And that's amazing. And we also brought some kid named Barry into Hepton Barry or something like that into the second team. Scottish kid. Liam Morrison. I mean, that's not enough. You have another Scottish kid. A guy named Aaron Hickey just rejected us to go to Fiorentina or Basuga or something like that. Or, I don't know, some other club in Italy. Well, we're just rating the Scottish right now. You know what? That would be funny if they just start playing well. And also, I think people get so jealous when Jamal Musiala turned into the next Lionel Messi and Ronaldinho all in one and Neymar all in one. I think people get jealous. And don't feel bad, because that's what Bayern do. We will have these kids start balling. We'll have the best young players in the world. I mean, we always do, and that's what people don't understand. We'll always have at least 3 players that graduated from Bayern's academy, and that's just the way we play, and that's just the way we are. Thomas Müller, Müller's one of the greatest footballers of all time. I don't care what anyone says. This guy's long term. He's long term. Oh my goodness. Muller's in a class you don't want to be in. One of those classes that just doesn't stop going. That's what Muller is. So, long-termism. He's the definition of long-term. He created an entire position. He's so underrated. He's one of the greatest footballers to ever play. It's funny because people think of, amazing. He dribbled a lot. No, but he scores the goals he wants to score. He assists the amount of... He's breaking records. He's going to do even better next season. So, I don't know. Thomas Müller, when he retires... Because we only put retired players in the channel banner. My face is on there, so I guess I'm not retired. But you know what I meant. Yeah, so I can't wait. Why is no one complimenting these muscles that are... never mind. Leave a like on the video, by the way. We're almost at 50 likes. Let's get to 60 then. What are the transfer rumors about players coming in? Well, Flick and Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Karl-Heinz pretty much said... Hey, Robert Lewandowski told me the reason we won the Champions League, the final, was because we had the better bench. And he also said we need 17 to 18 players that are top class. So, essentially him saying you need a first 11. You don't need just 11 players to win the Champions League and all these other things. You need 18 players in your squad that are at a similar level. We need a right back. We need all these positions. That's what he said. And then Hansi Flick yesterday said pretty much that Bayern Munich are going to lose some quality players and that they will compensate for that and make signings. And that's what we need. So we do need what we need. Who will be backup striker for Lewandowski? Backup striker for Lewandowski. I would love to be a backup striker for this guy. I would do absolutely nothing and make my 100K a week. App is on what 5 million a year. I could make all that money while being a backup for Lewandowski. He'd never get injured. Nothing would happen. Lewandowski would get injured. I wouldn't be worried to come on and actually... No, Lewandowski could pull his hamstring and I wouldn't be worried because they would never play me. Robert Lewandowski will be recovering himself in 2 days, man. What's their players in these muscles? We're packing so much muscle. We're packing a lot of guns, man. U.S. Army guns. Pa 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 pa. We're packing muscles. Do you see this? My goodness, Goretzka, his transformation. I just need my son Niklas Zula to. I want him to. Well, he's already. I love him when he's big. I love it. He's chubby. He's a shark. Ugh. But maybe lose 10 pounds. I don't know, just to get a little bit more agile. You know, I would love that. Nah, I'm just playing. He's fine. They eat a lot of meat. Well, no one eats more meat than me here. That's all I eat. Pavard. And why do people say it's Benjamin Pavard? Oh, never mind. Okay, I get it. In French, we don't say the D. Not that I'm French, no. Hey, I need to get back into learning languages. I was watching this guy last night, and it made me feel embarrassed to even be a human. This guy speaks German, Zagut. He speaks Italian. He speaks every single language that I think I want to speak. I think what I'm going to do is just move to these countries when I want to learn the languages for like 6 months, because I'd learn pretty quickly. Yeah, Tanguy Kausi looks... he doesn't look... He is cold. This kid is so composed. You know, I do want him to pack some more muscle, because we are packing muscle in this squad. You know, we're packing a lot of muscles. I think he needs to just get a little bit bigger. I think that needs to happen. I think next season will be huge for... We always we're talking about, you know, all these other things. I think next season will be very big for Lucas Hernandez, because now we'll finally get to see him play. I really want Lucas to stay fit, but I just Lucas Hernandez, if you're watching this video, just stay fit for 70% of the season, and I'll be please God stay fit for 70% of the season. If he stays fit for 70% of the season, and we know he can play well and how good he can be. He can be that unbreakable, real, just annoying center back. Lucas reminds me of Sergio Ramos. The way he just, he will be annoying if he wins. That's what we need. So I just need Lucas Hernandez to stay fit. I need all that. I've been a Bayern Munich fan for a long time. I just don't understand why Bayern players can never become marketable. Like English and Spanish club make so many sales of one player. Well, we're not a selling club for one. We stopped doing that when Chelsea offered us 100 million for Frank Ribéry in 2010. Yes, Chelsea did want to buy Frank Ribéry, and we almost accepted the offer in 2010 for 100 million. But Unahonis, my guy, said, nah, nope. They offered 70 million plus some other player, and Bayern said, no, we won't sell Ribéry. The same way we said we won't sell Müller. That's why our players don't become like that. You know why Haaland is so hyped? Because they know he'll go somewhere else. They know. Dortmund fans even know he'll leave in like 2 seasons. The same thing Sancho's going through. You know, Sancho's marketable. You know why? Because he can leave. Our players can't be marketable. Alphonso Davies will never Davies, what a dribble. He'll never have that level because he'll always be here. You know, and that's it. 1 season max for Haaland. Haaland's gone in 2022 when his release clause kicks in. 70 million. You don't think Real Madrid will activate that? Zidane will be like, need a striker. Yes. Man, I don't know. All we need is a right back cover for Pavard and a Müller backup. We need a winger too. Even if Perisic stays, I still think we need no. If Perisic stays, Perisic, Ivan Perisic, yeah. If Perisic stays, I'm fine with it. As long as he won't be starting 20 plus games, I'm fine with it. If he's coming on 60th minute, just making sure Sani stays ready for the next game, or Gnabry or Coman can come on, then I'm fine with it. Coman could start games and Sani could, I'm fine with that. But if Perisic is going to be starting week in, week out as our no. We can get off this romanticism of he helped us in the Champions League. Of course he did. So did all our 24-man squad. Yeah, but I still think it's very muchas importantes for us to really get more depth at the winger position. And yeah, I do like the backup cam. I mean, if Perisic, Odriozola, and Coutinho leave, we need a backup central attacking midfielder. We need a backup winger. We need a backup right back. That's pretty important. And then if Thiago leaves, you need another CDM. Yes, Messi is extra cam. You're joking if you think. Well, I mean, let's talk about Messi. Man, I wish I could just. Oh, Messi's going to Man City. God dang. Well, I know that. It's not like. You know what? Pep will never win a Champions League ever again. And I know it sounds very weird to say, but Pep Guardiola will never win a Champions League ever again in his career. I'm convinced. Even if he gets Messi. Guess why? Football is moving on from Pep. We're gone. Pep won't win the Premier League next year. People, what? He won't. The reason I'm saying that is because teams are becoming football is. I mean, it goes in cycles. This sport, you know. I don't care if Pep gets Messi. You won't win a Champions League next year. You won't win a Premier League next year. I'm saying that now. Call me stupid, but the reason I'm saying that is because this sport has moved on. You know, gone are the days where you can just camp in the opposition half, possession, bang bang passes. That's dead now. I would love to see Messi in the Premier League. Just because I want these kids to shut up about Messi can't do it in a cold rainy night in Stoke. That's stupid. Well, look, I just think, you know, they can spend all the money they want, but you know why we won the Champions League? It's our intensity. Goretzka's looking big, the physicality. And I think that's, I mean, Christian Falk said Liverpool will make an approach for Thiago in the coming days. He says true to that. So that's another one. You know, look, if Liverpool don't pay the money for Thiago, I think we'll let him go for free next year, and I'm fine with that. We're not going to give Thiago to Liverpool for 15 million after he just won the Champions League. Hazard went to Real Madrid for 100 million. Now, Hazard's a different type of player, but he's the same age. He, you know, was just as important to both teams in all their accomplishments. So for me right now, we have to be very, very, very focused. I mean, yeah, that's just where I'm at. I mean, I don't care right now. Right now, I absolutely don't care. Bayern won't make an approach for Messi because the wage. Adidas would love to make it happen. So that's what Christian Falk said. Adidas would love to make the deal happen. Adidas always wanted Messi at Bayern. If you look up Adidas, it's a German company. So, of course, they would want that to be the case, right? Adidas sponsor Messi. So Adidas always wanted Messi at Bayern. Bro, you know how much money Adidas would make off of just having Messi shirts at Bayern Munich? Adidas also own a little share of Bayern. I think, 15%? Owners of Bayern Munich. You know, I mean, you can't own Bayern, but you know what I meant. Who owns Bayern Munich? Well, Adidas owns a share. Audi owns a share. All our sponsors own a share. Telecom owns a share. So Adidas would love to make Messi to Bayern a reality. But I don't think it will happen. Yeah, it won't. Duh. And it's not because we can't afford it. It's because, according to Falk, Bayern wouldn't want a superstar. We want a team. And that's it. Man City are buying a superstar. You know why they're getting Messi? To win the Champions League. But they won't. PSG won't win a Champions League. Man City won't. In my lifetime. No. You know why? Because eventually, their corrupt owners will be discovered. You know, eventually, justice will be served. And we'll find out, oh my God, this guy really does do bad things. You know, and they'll run out of oil money at some point. They'll get into a scandal and they won't need to be spending money every season. And that's it. That will happen. These owners aren't sustainable. The reason Bayern's sustainable is because our owners aren't owners. Our owners are the fans. If the fans say no, nothing can happen. You know, and City it will break down. Their system will break down. Same with Leipzig. You know, they'll all break down at some point. And don't you know, it's just how football works. That's how life is. You know, you can't sustain this type of success where it's just about money. Liverpool can sustain their success because it's not just about money. They came up in a right way. Well, they were always up, but they really came up because they could have just been another club that, they used to do it, but they can't. AC Milan, look at them. You know, one little owner change. You know, at some point, someone will be like, I don't like Man City. Let me bring up a case against them. And there'll be, something will happen. And no one cares if City win anything. Congrats on the CL trophy. Well, thank you. We'll leave it on that. Hansi Flick wants more. Bayern want more. We're looking at more players. It's kind of funny because we won the Champions League 4 days ago. Actually, 3 days ago. And we're already talking about transfers. Oh, you should see Vidal's tweet. Couldn't care less. Messi would not press. What's with the conception that why would you need Messi to press when he's scoring 40 goals a season plus 30 assists in all competitions? No, I don't think it's the 50+1 rule that makes any difference. I think that's just life. You know, Messi going to Man City will break down because they have scandalous owners. Justice will be served. You know, this world goes in circles. This sport goes in circles. There's an era where it's about money, and then it's about passion. Right now, it's about passion. It's not about money. You know, Bayern had more passion. You know, football's moving away from players that superstars. No, there won't be any superstars for the next 10 years. And then people are saying, we will never see another Messi. We'll see another Messi. We'll see another Ronaldo. We'll see another superstar. We'll see them in 10 years. But right now in this era, we'll be seeing intense physical play. We'll be seeing team goals. We'll be seeing those things. We'll be seeing units, coaching, tactics. We'll be seeing that for the next 10 years. And we won't be seeing Man City because the tiki-taka won't work. Pep will be sacked next year, I think in the middle of the season, because it will be like 5 points down in the Premier League with Lionel Messi. They won't be winning it. I think Liverpool will push themselves. You know, now I even want Liverpool to sign Thiago just so Man City don't win a Premier League with Lionel Messi. That would absolutely piss me off. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. I think we will see another this, another that. We'll see another. We always say, I'll never see another Philipp Lahm. Okay, well, we haven't seen him. Well, I'll never see another Bastian Schweinsteiger. And then Kimmich comes around. I'll never see another Frank Ribery. Well, okay, fine. This made no sense. I'll never see another Sepp Maier. Oliver Kahn comes around. I'll never see another Oliver Kahn. Manuel Neuer comes. I'll never see another Manuel Neuer. We always say these things it's just how it works. That's life. And Mia San Mia and peace. What do you think about Adrian Fine? Well, what do I think about Adrian Fine? Well, what do I think? I don't really think about Fine. You know, at night I don't think about Fine. Maybe when I'm making the videos, of course I think about Fine. But right now, I want him to have the least pressure and to just go into this season. He'll play games, he'll have time, and he'll have the opportunities, and that's what we need. We need players that have their head in the game. He went on loan, he proved himself, became one of the best players for Hamburg, the best player in my opinion. Almost got him promoted, and Fine will be more successful than Cousins. Well, I mean, you made a reason Cousins is too selfish. This kid needs to learn. He needs to learn to not be that guy. No one likes that guy. The guy that, I'm not playing. You know, when Robin does it, he won the Champions League. He did all these things. But when Adrian Fine does it, it's weird. Well, when Cousins, my bad. When Cousins is throwing a tantrum for not playing, it's weird. In fact, he got more minutes at Bayern than he did at 2 more minutes. He got 379 minutes at Mönchengladbach and 381 at Bayern. An improvement. So he did get more play time. Mia San Mia. Peace.